Off Limits is the money podcast that blows up stereotypes, showing you that managing money doesn't have to be hard.
We want you to thrive, not only with your money, but in every part of your life.
What you will get out of this podcast is real, relatable, and relevant tips and strategies that you can apply today. Hi, I'm Donald Raymond, and this is
Christine Spiak. We are money coaches, business owners, and colleagues who are passionate about helping you become more of who you are. So if you're ready, join us.
What is a coach? And so I'll toss it back to you, Christine. Like when you think about this idea of a coach, like what is a coach? Who is a coach? And what do they do? Just not the long answer, but the short answer, right? Like when we think of this idea, this category of coaching, there's obviously lots of different coaches, right? We're talking about financial coaches, but there's coaches in lots of different spaces. So help us understand, what's the difference?
I mean, off the bat, to me, a coach helps you gain clarity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you or our listeners, but whenever I'm struggling with something, there are so many things swirling around in my head that it's oftentimes very difficult to find clarity. So when I think about my business, right, I'm wearing every hat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a solopreneur running my business on my own. I don't have any employees or assistants or anybody to help me. So there's a lot going on in my head. So to hire a business coach, which I have done, makes complete sense because that person was able to help me gain some clarity and help me with direction. And that's what we do as money coaches with our clients. We help them with clarity, with direction, with accountability,
Yes.
Holistically looking at their entire life, the big picture, and not just so focused on one detail that is really tripping them up.
Yeah. So earlier you said analysis paralysis, and just now you said one detail. And I just wonder how many people, because I know I'm guilty of this, right? You take that one detail, you get hung up on that one detail, and all of a sudden you can't think about anything else, right? Now this one detail is clouding your judgment. It's starting to take control of your entire process of decision making, and it might be an irrelevant item. It might not even be pertinent to most of what you're considering. And so I think I agree. I think that's where the coach comes into play. What does the coach do? The coach gets involved when the player or the person that's looking to improve just doesn't know where else to go. They're hyper focused on one or two details and nothing else. You can't see the forest for the trees, that kind of thing, right? Can't see past the end of your nose. And it happens to all of us. I think the difference for a coach is that they haven't been having those same thoughts about your situation, right? So if you talk to Christine or I, if you go hire another coach, if you just ask a friend, somebody that you trust, partner up, don't do this thing alone. There's just going to be tremendous value because everybody will be able to see your situation differently than you see your situation. And that's really where the value starts to come in. And that's what coaches do. We try to understand your situation. And then we come to the table with suggestions, what we see as a third party through a different lens. And that process often lends to a conversation, a dialogue, right? And then decisions. And what comes out of that is oftentimes this idea, this concept of goals, right? And values, and trying to understand if we take all of the distractions off the table and eliminate those, or at least not eliminate them, but kind of file them where they belong. If you get rid of those, now what's driving your decisions? What's really Thank you for joining us on this episode of Off Limits.
Beyond the podcast, we are money coaches who want to help you.
So if you are looking for help managing your money, use the links in the description below to contact either of us and learn how coaching can help you thrive.
Lastly, please help us to spread the word by subscribing, leaving a comment, and sharing our podcast with your friends and family.